talking
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Ready? Okay. All right.
Hey, with love, spin that. It's too hard. It's too hard.
Yeah. Happy holiday weekend, y'all. Hey, you still celebrate the 4th of July or you only do Juneteenth now?
Well, our family, we have 4th of July as a family reunion every year.
Right.
They've been doing it since the 70s, so we still barbecue, but we celebrate Juneteenth.
Oh,
but
okay.
we can't get rid of it. We've been doing
Right.
it for so long. Everybody come in from out of town, so we still celebrate that family reunion.
I hear that.
Yeah.
That's what's up. It is what it is. It's
right.
all just an opportunity
It's
for
still a
everybody to get
celebration.
together and barbecue and stuff.
Right.
You know.
I still like the fireworks and stuff. I said I'm gonna make me a shirt today with fireworks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Tune into the Spin Cycle with DJ with Love on WDDS, the dirtiest station in the world, live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. It's episode 14. Yep, I got a real special guest in here today, y'all. I got actually my first woman guest I ever had on the show.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so yeah, we got the founder of Paid Label Clothing,
Yeah.
Robin Reeves. How you doing?
I'm good. What's up? How you doing?
Pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Out here maintaining, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so how 2022 been looking for you?
Maintaining, that's the main word. Maintaining and just trying to keep it together, but it's been good so far,
Mm-hmm.
A new day every day.
I hear that. Yep, so Paid Label the brand, huh?
Yes, paid label. Gotta stay paid up.
All right, yeah, I know you've been doing your thing for a couple of years now, but I want you to take me back to the beginning. Like, what made you want to even get into a clothing line?
I actually just wanted to start a brand, but I didn't know what I wanted to start, so I just kind of like prayed on. My dad is the minister,
Right.
so they teach us to pray on everything. I prayed about it, and one day it just came to me in the middle of the night, like put paid stamp. Everybody gets paid every day,
Right.
and one thing I'm taught is if you want to make money, you got to put a business out there that's gonna get money every day. And so, or, paid is something that somebody can relate to. So, I didn't want to just put the stamp. And at that time, I was making beats. Everybody was making beats then. So I was like, well, I'm going to just put label on it. And that's how I came paid label.
Oh, okay.
And then people were just like, oh, I like it. So,
Right.
It grew. It's growing still.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I see. Yeah, from back a couple years ago, when we both was starting out doing our thing. I done fell off the clothing a little bit.
Nah, but you've been doing it though. You've been doing a lot though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So have you always had a passion for fashion, or it was just you just came across doing clothing as something to get your brand out there?
You know what? It's Detroit, so we always got fashion here. I always like something that's just fresh, fly, dope, simple. It's simple. So, I really, Paid Label, I wanted to come out with a brand. I wanted to build a brand that was relatable. I was first into music.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got into Paid Label. I don't know even how that, worked at that time, but it started with music, then it went to Paid Label.
Oh, okay. So, what demographic would you say is geared towards your label? Your brand?
Of course, like our age, a younger generation, but truth be told, the majority of my customers are my age, 35, 37, 28, in that age range. I get 50s, all the time. It's really anybody that's getting paid, but really in our age group, yeah.
Okay, so how do you go about getting it around? You know what I'm saying? Like word of mouth.
Word of
Big,
mouth, social media, family, friends, but it's really, in this time you got to push social media, which is sometimes it can be a lot, because you really got to push yourself every day. If,
yeah.
if, if you don't post something in 2 days, it's almost like they forget, like, oh, yeah, I
Right.
forgot. So, really just social media, word of mouth, as much as I can. Yeah.
So like yeah, talk about that a little bit more about the pros and cons of being an entrepreneur, like you said, like having to use social media a lot. Like what other pros and cons are there to starting your own brand and being your own boss, basically?
Just a couple of them, because it's a million of them. Pros and cons is the pros is you are your own boss. You know, um, the business goes the way that you want it to go. It's your choice to make money, but then that's also, the con of it is it's your choice to make money. So you got to get up. You got to want to go and make money. You got to want to be creative and come out with designs. You got to, stay focused. So,
hmm
and then you got to be ready for the financial responsibility with it. With some things like, you had to buy your DJ equipment. I
Right.
had to buy my heat press. You got to buy that software. You got to buy that stuff. You're gonna have to choose. Are you gonna buy shoes, or you gonna buy a new printer? Are
hmm
you gonna buy a new phone because everybody getting a new phone, or are you gonna buy this bigger machine? So
Yeah.
it's just weighing out your options, and then everybody thinks like entrepreneur. Oh, like this is what I get. People think, oh, she's so rich. You making so much money. I'm like, I'm making it, but I have bills
Right.
too,
Right. You got to put it right back
and
into the business.
you got to put it in the business. And I'm just the entrepreneur. Like I left the plant to be an entrepreneur, so now all my money goes to my business and my bills. And people are like, oh, but you're rich though. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to maintain. That's what it
Right.
is. I'm still a regular person that's like working. I'm just trying to get to that point where, okay, yeah, my bills are paid all the way off. My house is paid and this is paid, but that's what I'm trying to get to at the
Right.
same time. So it's a growing process, really.
Okay. Cool. Cool. So would you say like being an entrepreneur, are you good at networking?
You know what? When I can,
Because I feel like that's
that's the biggest
yeah,
thing.
that's a big aspect that people don't look at.
Yeah,
So as far as entrepreneurship and trying to get out here, you got to be willing to get out here and meet people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Force your brand on people. You know what I'm saying? So people know that you out here.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like even with me, like yeah, I'm doing this interview, but I'm really like a shy person. I'm a shy person except for maybe around the people that I know. So
Same here.
I'm not like a hey yo, I got these. I am kind of like a, I got these shirts type person, but it depends. I'm not as aggressive as some people are. They can network. They word of mouth type people, but I'm just not a I network, I guess, in the way that I do it. It's not always word of mouth. My networking right now is social media, like I said, social media and family, but trying to break out of it, and I think breaking out of it is probably like people been asking me like to get into more pop up shops and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But then you got to make time for stuff like that. You got to prepare for stuff like that so you can sell too. So there's just so many ways to network. You just really got to get out there.
Right. Okay. So have you come across any like local celebrities? You know what I'm saying that you've been able to give a shirt to or something to have them help you push your brand.
Um, I did. Well, I got DJ BJ support. A lot of times, and this is another thing. A lot of times, they'll ask, well, send us stuff and we'll represent you. Or and then they'll start shopping with you. And what people don't realize is that sometimes you got to give something away
Yeah,
to
for sure.
get. And I try to tell people all the time, like, you got to do a little something for free real quick. Oh, I ain't doing nothing for free. Well, you ain't doing nothing right now, so you might as well do something for free. You making stuff for yourself all the time. So make something good. Like I just brought you a shirt. I'm
hmm
not asking for no money for no shirt. I'm just here. This is a shirt. You got to do stuff for free. So with that was good with DJ BJ. I met up with Comic J Will, and I'm just some of the people I'm trying to network with. So I'm just trying to get out there. But yeah, that was my local celebrity right there. Shout out to DJ BJ.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see you talking about having to put up stuff out for free when you first start off. Yeah, I did that even with the shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like we did that swap. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
we did
Yeah, we
that. We
did
sure
that swap.
did. Yeah.
And just putting stuff out. That's how you get your thing out there. You know what I'm saying? You give people shirts on, take a picture in it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And stuff get the booming like that. Even with this, I started out doing free gigs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I did probably about five or six of those first starting off. That's like basically building your own portfolio. You
Yeah,
know what
and
I'm
every
saying?
gig you probably get somebody like, oh, who was that
Yeah,
DJ?
for sure.
Does he DJ for real? You know, that's what you got to do.
Right. Yep. So, how dope is it to have something that you came up in your brain? Now you have a demand for it. How dope is that?
It's dope. It's dope, but you know, to me because I'm the person that's creating it, I always feel like, oh, I really ain't doing enough. So it's dope. The good thing about it is it's something that I want to do, so I can get creative all day. You know.
Right.
So it is dope. It's dope. Like when people say, "Oh, Robin, I saw people with your shirt," and I'm like, "Really?" Because I never run into people. Like surprisingly, I never run into people wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
But it is it's dope. It's a blessing, and it's just something that I want to see grow further than what it is.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next question. Like, where do you see Pay Label in the next 5 years? Like, do you just see it as far as clothing, or do you want it to expand? Like you said, like your first love was music. Do you want to expand it into the music side in some capacity, or just where do you see it in the next 5 years?
People always ask me that. I don't know. In the next 5 years, I actually see Pay Label just growing as a bigger brand. You know, just getting out here, bigger than Detroit, bigger than United States. You know, just out here known.
Yeah.
Everybody know it. You know, a household brand. Like you want your name. Oh well, you watching TV? There you go. Going across
It's
the
definitely
TV.
relatable. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. So I wanted to get out here. As far as it with music, because I haven't done music in so long, I just don't know. People be asking me that, so you just never know. You know, this might be something that I had to do to put music on hold for a minute. So
Right.
you never know.
Mm-hmm. Yo, so let's talk about the music for a second. Like, as far as music, what do you do all in music? Do you play instruments, sing, make beats, or
I was making beats.
right?
I was using Fruity Loops, of course. Um, but I was making beats. I was buying beats. I was really buying beats at that time. Like I guess I don't know what you would call it, like broker beats. So I had producers. Like I just had a connection, just random connection, with my friend Andre. And Andre was from here, but he moved to Tennessee, and then he connected with like Six Sense. Six Sense is a big producer. You got Chino, you got Band Play. If you ever heard like Let the Band Play, and I used to buy their beats, you know, when they were like $50, 25. I can't buy their beats like that now because Band Play produced, you know, for Young Dog.
Right.
Six Sense he ended up producing for Drake and everybody. Chino produced for Young Dog, so it was just like now they up there.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, I was just making my beats. Me and my people, we'd just be in my house, rapping, freestyling. But I was buying they beats for the low and selling them. Or sometimes I was actually just executive producing, like, hey, Whit, you rap this beat I heard, boom.
Right.
I was just giving them, but I kind of just got out of that because that's a whole nother job too. And what I realized with that was these producers are good. And so when I'm buying their music, I need to make sure I'm putting just as much work into the artist as they put into the song because, like, I wanted my artist to be like, well, Whit, I'm going to give you this beat. I want you to do a video. I want you to do this. I want you to do something with it. I don't want you to just rapping. So that's probably something that, maybe later on I get into. But it was a job back then. And maybe I was taking it a little bit more serious. I feel like maybe I was taking it a little bit more serious than, I don't know, the people. So it's just something I had to get back into.
Okay.
Really.
So, what's the difference between an actual producer and a beat maker?
Is there a difference?
Yeah.
I don't know. Does people say the same thing? I don't know. The producer can actually just produce the song. You know what I'm saying? What I'm thinking. I'm thinking the beat maker just makes the beat.
yeah, like
The producer produces
yeah,
the choreographs and
yeah,
everything.
brings everybody together, picks who he wants to play certain instruments, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Comes up with the melody.
yeah.
Yeah, just like the glue, you know what
The
I'm
glue
saying?
to it,
Right.
yeah, yeah. Where you
Yeah.
can say like, well, this guy's good on drums and this guy's good
Mm-hmm.
on instrumental. So yeah, the producer can be it all. The beat maker, what is your opinion? Because I don't know. I wasn't even thinking about
Yeah,
that.
that's exactly what I just said. Like Quincy Jones, he one of the best producers in the world, but you know what I'm saying? He produced Thriller but didn't play
Oh
not one
yeah.
instrument on it. You know what I'm saying? He just put it all together.
Oh okay.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Just like Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying? He's a great producer, but on certain songs he'll have Scott Storch play the piano, have
Yeah.
another person do the drums, you know what I'm saying?
That's yeah. And another thing, that's why. Like I was coming in like executive producers, like, oh, here's a beat, this is good. And
Mm-hmm.
all I'm saying is you do good on the beat. But I
Right.
was paying something. I had actually got to the point, even with 6 Cents, I had got to the point where I was paying some money for some beats, and that was another reason why I had stopped. I said, well, if I get serious with this, I have to. I'm paying some money for some real stuff. I gotta really get into it. But
Mm-hmm.
that was the job of an executive producer too. And even I wanted to get more into it. Like I wanted to get in, like, well, this should be part of the hook or this should be part of that. But
Yeah.
sometimes you get artists that kind of want to do what they want to do, and that's cool. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's always good to work with an artist that allows input. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people, they come out, they can write 16 bars or whatever, but that's not really a song. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
gotta have people that know how to structure songs and arrange and all
Yeah.
that type stuff to come up with a good song that can get played on the radio. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, a lot of people don't realize that. I mean, I done made a few songs. You know, I used to rap a little bit back in the day.
Yeah, I remember y'all used to rap. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not as easy as it seems. You know
It's
what I'm
not.
saying?
Yeah, but
For
you
sure.
do need people in the studio like, I need you to go back, or maybe you should add this here. Like people, like you said, people. A lot of people want to just hear, was that good? Oh, okay.
Right.
No, and then don't get played. Don't nobody want to hear it. So, yeah, that's a lot to it.
Hmm. So have you produced anything like notable, like that we probably would hear around like that?
No.
Nothing got that far. How
No.
come?
I just, you know what? Probably when I was doing, I was working a lot too. So
Mhm.
I just never got to that point yet. I just never got there for real. As far as notable, I don't know. I really don't know, but no, not that you know of, or it's that I know of either. Let me know. So.
So any of the artists that you work with, like are they around still? Like will we know 'em?
I don't know. Let me see.
Were you doing just hip hop, or were you doing like hip hop and R&B?
I was doing, I didn't have no R&B. Well, let me see. I had, I don't know if they would have considered themselves R&B at that time. 'Cause they rap. Everybody was rapping.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people I was dealing with was rapping, unless I'm just forgetting somebody. But let me see. Like I had like Paulie Bronson. I had Jay Reed from Inkster. He in California now. Jay Reed just did Summer Jams out there with Cardi B and them in Texas, I believe.
Okay.
I had AP The Answer, which I don't think that album was R&B. But no, you know what? And I really wish I would have had some R&B, because, I mean, we need that,
Yeah, for
You
sure.
need to bring some of it back or some kind of style. Like, even with all of the singers, like, we got a lot of girls that sing too, and we got a lot of guys that sing, but it's not really like R&B. And I don't know if we expecting it to be like Jodeci R&B, but we need some type of different genre of R&B. We do
Right.
need that.
Right. I know you seen that last verses, Marion and Mario.
No, wait, no, I didn't see the whole verses. I saw clips of it. I heard enough of it, but
Right.
no, I was working, so
Okay.
I didn't see it. But no, I heard enough. I
Right.
saw they was toe up on there.
Yeah. So why do you think the state of male R&B is like it is right now? Like it's still females out here killing it. Like you got like Ari Lennox and Summer Walker, her, Ella May,
Yeah,
Queen Naija. Like I can name females from here till the sun go down, but new male R&B artists that's killing it right now, you really can't name them like that. Why do you think that is?
Right, well, because what we got, Chris Brown, and he can be
But Chris Brown
R&B,
been
and he
around forever
and
though.
he
I'm talking about like
pop.
new guys,
Who is new?
like you up on Lucky Day.
Uh-uh.
Oh, see you.
See, I don't know. I might be old too. I mean, you know what? And I might know them based off of the song, maybe not the name, because I just don't have time to figure out who's singing what no more. But what is it? What is he saying?
He sing Lucky Day sings Roll Some More.
I probably do.
That's my point though. Like you don't really know.
It's not like okay. When we were young, and I know people, hey, I hate to talk about when they were young, but when we were young, everybody knew who was who. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew who Jodeci was. Everybody knew who Faith Evans was. Everybody knew who Mary J. Blige was. Everybody knew who Tevin Campbell was. Everybody, and these is different times too. Tevin Campbell. Then it was Jodeci. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody knew who they weren't, and it might be because, like, even with the girls. Well, you said the guys. I'm gonna go with the guys. Well, I can't even talk with the guys because I don't know. I actually listen to more rappers when it comes to guys than singers because I don't even know who you was talking about. And that's messed up. I don't know him by name. I might not know him by name because I am busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably do know the song. I probably be singing to it, but I don't know it for you to.
Right.
That's messed up.
I was watching the podcast and Tank was on there and he was saying that he thinks that male R&B took a decline because they got to compete with the rappers. Like how the rappers are more melodic now. So.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
Future.
Yeah, or Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like all of them really.
Oh yeah, that might make sense. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. I think what happened was rap came out with that different sound, and we grasped more to that sound, which turned us up a little bit more. And people are like, forget love. I'm ready to turn up. I'm ready. We really.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Like, do you even think these younger people want to hear guys singing ballads like that now, like love ballads, like Boys to Men used to sing?
Now.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. The guys now are so different from guys before, and honestly, I don't know. Like, they so hard. But you know what? I'm not even gonna say that because guys listen to R&B. They listen to it. I think we just need to make it. I think it just needs to be a new sound, and I think it's just nothing else out there. That's why even with the guys and the girls, like all you see is if you go on Instagram, everybody twerking. It's like, okay, y'all ain't got nothing else to do but to twerk, and it's just nothing else. So we just need something else. I believe that's what it is.
That's true. Yep. So we tuned into the Spin Cycle with DJ with Love on WDDS, the dirtiest station in the world, live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We got Robin Reeves in here, the founder of Pay Label. You know what I'm saying? So, what other projects are you working on right now, as far as the brand?
The brand itself.
Yeah.
The brand. I'm actually just trying to work on some stuff. Trying to get into when you say the brand or just my business overall, as far as Pay Label. Okay, well, I got Pay Label printing. Okay, so Pay Label printing is what I kind of started during the pandemic, which is what I kept doing when I left my job. It was opportunity. Everybody had money. You might as well use your money for something good. Hopefully people did. But I actually never even made a custom shirt before the pandemic. And people were like, oh, you've been doing this for forever. I was like, I started doing that around April. When do we get off work? And we was waiting on checks. I was like, I had to start doing something. And luckily I had just bought my machine, I think maybe that December, right before the pandemic. So, and I had never even used it for real. I had to figure that out real quick. So Paid Label Printing, which I just named it Paid Label Printing, I make custom shirts. Now I make business cards, flyers, which is stuff I actually never even wanted to do that stuff. But now I love it. I don't know what it is, but I love designing it. And then just recently, obituaries, because my aunt, my auntie Gail.
Yeah.
But my aunt, she she was doing obituaries for years, about
Mhm.
15, 20 years. And she, retired and passed it down. So I'm just getting into that, which I love because I love working with those type of people. You know what I'm saying? They need sympathy. They need people. So I
Right.
love it, just helping people out. So that's pay label printing is, what I'm branching out to now.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of reason I kind of fell back from the clothing a little bit. It became like a hassle to me. Like you have people coming in with like 1 day orders and all
What?
that
Oh,
type.
same day?
Yeah,
Oh,
same day
yeah.
orders and all that. And I'm in the middle of getting ready to make their stuff, and they call back and switch it up, say they don't want this. I done had people order. It's probably my fault because wasn't really making people put down deposits like that, but they'll
Yeah.
call and cancel an order
Oh,
in the
yeah.
middle of me making them, and I'm just stuck with these shirts and all that type stuff.
Listen, I know what you're talking about. As far as it just stressed me out even thinking about you saying that. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know what it is, but I don't know because you home based. People think they can kind of I don't know get a deal with you, or you kind of gonna go easier on them than the store is.
Right.
And as far as like deposits, like I wasn't taking deposits for a long time too. I have a whole bucket of
Yeah,
shirts
for sure.
from people who didn't pay.
Right.
They changed their mind. Some people just ain't pick their stuff up, which is fine.
Hmm.
But the ones that I look at every time I open it, and I'd be like, 25, 35, 50. So
Right.
I'd be like, look at all of this money. And I'd be like, I looked at it one day and I was like, everybody paying the deposit. I don't care what y'all say. And y'all got to pay for delivery because it was just getting ridiculous. And I felt like I had got to the point where I felt like people were, taking my kindness for weakness,
Yeah.
walking over me. And, oh, I need this shirt by Tuesday. I have it done Monday. Ah, I can't come get it to
Right.
the next
Right.
Friday.
Right.
Then I'm online and it be people I follow like, I know that ain't no another bottle of Hennessy. Oh my God, that's my shirt money right there. So I had to cut it out, and I cut that out. What happened was I ended up buying. I switched from. I was using my regular printer for the t-shirts. I don't even know what that paper called. The paper is called, but
No.
I switched to sublimation.
Okay.
Once I switched to sublimation, which cost me more money, I was just like, everything changing. So last summer, I cut it out. I said, for me to make money, I'm going to have to just cut it out. And I lost customers, I believe, because y'all ain't came back. But I don't care. I've gained customers, too, because people have to realize it's your business, and you can't let people run your business like it's their business.
Right.
And I just had to cut it out. So everybody pay deposits now. Deposits or full payment. And I don't have no issues with my customers, and they don't have no issues with me.
Right. Yeah, that's one thing. I never got into sublimation. I was just always on the vinyl and the transfer papers for the pictures and stuff like that.
Transfer paper was
It all depends. Well, I don't really want to get too much into that. And a lot of people probably don't care about it, but
what? Yeah. Oh, the transfer paper.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, people, it's your choice. But what I like is, I like for stuff to last. So I had to get out of the transfer paper.
Right.
I have, you got printable transfers and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So, but you got to have sublimation for that,
Mm-hmm.
and that's permanent. It
Right.
don't come off, nothing like that. So I had to switch it up. So my stuff can last for my customers.
Have you started doing anything with like embroidery or anything like that yet?
No, but I am. I will. I just haven't. So if my customers ask, I'll just order it from somewhere. But no, not yet.
Okay. So what about you doing it all home based, or you doing it like you got anything like on Amazon or any of these websites like that?
No, just my website. So
Okay.
yep, I'm home based. It's better for me right now. And then with inflation and everything, I'd rather be at home making it. So yeah.
Yeah, you got anybody help you, or you just doing it all by yourself?
It's just me.
That's
It's
crazy.
just me.
That's
but
another thing. That's another reason why I stopped too. I mean, not stop, but slow down on it because it's a lot of work. It's hard work.
yeah, it's a lot of hard work, and what it was is it's a lot of hard work if you have another job. If you have another job,
Right.
if you got a lot of stuff going on, it can be a lot of hard work. It can be a hard work, which is why I said, well, I'm gonna just be self-employed and just have to, sometimes be broke sometimes because I gotta work. Sometimes I'm making money, but I got to build it up. I feel like I had to start, but It is hard work.
Yeah. So do you set work hours for yourself? Like you get up and work 8 hours.
I'm technically working right
Oh.
now. You done got me in the middle. No, but no, you know what? I think when you self-employed, you are working 24 hours. You know, you working all day.
Mhm.
So I can't even say when I really work. Okay, this is what I say this. When I make shirts, I do that at night because it's just my phone is not ringing. I'm not trying to answer. I'm not trying to reply to people. I'm not, you know, distracted by stuff that happened in the daytime.
Right.
So unless it's like one shirt, like I made your shirt just right now,
Mhm.
but as soon as they come, you know, 7 shirts, 12 shirts, 25 shirts,
Right.
40 shirts. Oh, I'm doing that at night. I do it all at night. And then as far as like say if I'm doing a flyer, I might get up in the morning, get dressed, and do that real quick. Obituaries. Now obituaries. I don't like I said, I ain't got no time for stuff, but obituaries, I do that all day. Like do something in the morning. Then when I go back, because it's an all day job. It's really just an all day job until you finish it. So I'll just work on that all day. So no, ain't no time block. It's an all day thing. Yeah.
Okay. So at what point did you feel comfortable and confident enough to lead a plant and just go full time?
When they asked me to come back, no, I'm serious.
Oh, so you never went back after the pandemic?
Nope, I never
Oh,
went
yeah.
back.
Okay,
I
so
actually
I
had
know a lot of people that did that.
I had a I when I left, I was kind of like they gave us a date or something to come back. I think I don't know, and I was just like, I ain't going back. I said it just like that, like I ain't going back. And like my mom, she moved in with me a year before. I was like, Mom, I ain't going back to work. She was like, You ain't going back? I was like, No, I ain't going back. She was like, What you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna make these shirts. I was like, and I'm gonna figure something else out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, but if I go back, I'm not gonna be able to do the work that I'm doing. I'm not gonna be able to think the way I'm thinking. I'm not gonna be able to have the time for my business. I was like, because my plant was 10 to 12 hours. So
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, do I want to give them 10 to 12 hours or do I want to give myself 10 to 12 hours? So I looked at it like I'm going to give myself 10 to 12 hours. I end up giving myself 18 hours, but still, I'd rather,
It's yours though.
it's mine.
Yeah.
I go to the bathroom when I want to,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I can do good all day. And if I make one mistake, I ain't in trouble. I ain't got to go
Right.
to the union. You know, it's just, I made that decision when they said come back. I was like, I ain't going in. I actually quit on my 2 years anniversary. I was like, I walked in there. They was like, hey, Miss Reeves, we been looking for you. I was like, I know, I quit. They was like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm out. Here go your badge. And that was it. And I felt so good when I did it. It was just like
Right.
sunshine open. I'm not even going to lie. It was a good feeling.
Mm-hmm. That probably made you even want to go harder on your own stuff then too.
I would, yes,
Yeah.
it did. It did. It made me want to go hard. And then there was a lot of people who were happy for me, you know. So once, especially in the plant, once some people found out that I wasn't going back, they were like, okay, well, I'm getting all my shirts from you. Whatever you gonna do, you know. So it was a good feeling. It made me want to go harder. You know, I learned a lot, you know, doing it, the ups and downs, but it's still a good feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Yep. So have you done just all shirts or have you done like any bottoms or
Like joggers.
yeah.
I had no. Well, I haven't had them. Oh wait, yes I did. I did shorts. I have shorts now, and I have joggers. I had joggers for women, but what I want to try to do this year is get into more, just getting everything custom made because I mean, I want everything custom made because I want it to be like, okay, you can only get this from Pay Label.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want my jogger suit to look like the same jogger suit that these other 3 brands got because all we doing is
Right,
putting our
getting them
stamp
from the
on
same
it.
manufacturer, putting your own
Right.
stamp on
Oh,
them.
they got
Okay.
black and white striped jogger. Okay, we'll just put the white stripe on it.
Yeah.
I mean, white logo. So, I'm working on getting into more custom stuff this year, which costs, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
people gonna pay the price. It's gonna be good quality too. So, yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So the bar DJ at Brooksy's Lounge on Warren or whatever, they taking vendors. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you feel like you had a time wherever to come out or whatever, I'll let them know and you can set you
Yeah.
up a table or whatever. So
Yeah. What is it? Like they just have like a vendor night or what is it?
um I think I'm not sure because he's just not like tonight. I'm DJing his actual reopening. He was down for COVID too, and
Okay.
he opened back. He reopened on May 1st, but tonight he's doing his actual reopening from COVID. So I'm doing that, and they're gonna have vendors there. And I actually don't know how many nights a week he's gonna have vendors, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a couple nights a week.
Oh yeah. Well, let me know. And I got
Yeah.
people who always looking to vendors, so definitely.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that been a big thing going around too. Like I seen like the past couple years, people doing these vendor events and
Yeah.
pop up shops and stuff like that.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm into them. Sometimes I'm not. But it's the only reason why I'm not because it's crazy people out here. So you are telling everybody your location.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's kind of like I'm leery about. But I'll still vendor. You know, I'll still do it. I've done a pop up shop. I did one for Stone Jungle before. It's up here in Detroit, and it was cool. It was cool. It was actually not too far from here. It was a pop up shop. It was cool. There was a lot of different vendors in there from Detroit. So, but
Yeah, they do a lot of them up here on the Avenue of Fashion up here on Livernois too.
I think is it on Livernois?
Yeah, like that's what it's called, Avenue of Fashion between 7 and 8 Mile on Livernois. That whole little strip right there.
Is it an all glass building?
It's like the whole strip.
Window? I think so.
Yeah, the whole strip.
I think I went there before one time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So let's get back into some more music. We was talking about R&B artists. Give me your top 5 favorite R&B artists from our era.
Oh, from our era.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not the top 5. You think the top 5, but your favorite 5.
My era. How old are we? We the same age.
Yeah.
Cause you look. I don't know why I thought you was younger than me like that. Top 5 from our era. I think we were just talking about this the other day. Like Usher. Are we talking about Usher area, or are we
Yeah.
talking about? Okay. Of course, Usher.
Late 90s, early 2000s, you know.
I always want to throw Jodeci in there like they just artists. Because I listen to Jodeci right now. I'm going to throw Jodeci in there anyway because people need to know about them. Because kids do not know about Jodeci. Like, I was like, oh, y'all know about Casey and JoJo and them. But, okay, so I got Usher. I'm going to throw Jodeci in there. Who else was I listening to? You said Mel? Did you say Mel?
It don't matter. Let me
Hey,
throw one
Monica.
thing in there real quick. You know who everybody know about from every age range?
Who?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, yeah.
My kids
He
know
pop.
Michael Jackson is, yeah.
He pop, though.
But I'm saying like that's just how great he was. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? My
Yeah.
kids is 13, 11, both of them born in
Everybody.
2000, right?
He
They
had
know
that
the
effect.
songs, the moonwalk, all that stuff.
Yeah, he had that. He had that effect. We don't have too many artists that had that
No.
effect. We don't. But I used to listen to Monica a lot. So Usher, Monica, Jodeci. Dang, I didn't have too many top. I love music so much I can't even say who was top. What CDs did I have? I had Brandy. So Monica and Brandy, Usher. Celebrities watching this? I don't know. I don't want to say. I don't know. I can't even know who. I don't know who my fifth one would be, and I know I'm a.
What about Drew Hill?
True here. I love Cisco. Oh, I love Cisco. What was that? Enter the Dragon. That album was good. Genuine was good.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Genuine. The one album. Oh my God, it was the same OG. Yeah, that's when y'all was like rapping and stuff. And Genuine was. I remember when y'all was rapping.
Mm-hmm.
Genuine was good. There's so many of them. Silk was good. That was back in the day.
Right.
I don't know. I can go all day. I can.
Right, yeah. It's just like totally different now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? These kids nowadays, they getting all their music off TikTok.
Yeah, or remakes of our music. Well, ours.
I mean, yeah, ours was
remakes.
remakes too. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's what Puff Daddy was doing.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Every song they came out with was a remake.
yes.
Especially if you was in the music and you already knew. Like, I've been in the music my whole life. I already knew all the samples he was using and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
song. People be like, oh, that ain't nothing but a song we played back in the day. I'm like, oh, that is.
Right. I was younger. I just would listen to older music. It wasn't like my parents. They was listening to music like that, but I was taking it upon myself to listen to music like that.
Oh, yourself?
Yeah.
I don't think we.
I don't even know how
choice.
I was coming across it. I was just, I don't know.
Vibing to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we had a choice. Like I was telling my mama the other day. I was like, all we knew. I was like, I think my first words was Anita Baker something. I was like, 'cause I didn't know nothing else but the music that they listened to. Like they loved Anita Baker, you know. So all we listened to was Anita Baker, and then we listened to Temptations.
You going to the concert when she come?
No. I actually did. I was on the website trying to fight the tickets, and I was like, well, we couldn't get the ticket. My mama said she all right. She said, you know, she was cool, but no, it's gonna be a lit day though.
I heard they want an arm and a leg for 'em.
No, you know what? They had some good tickets. They actually had some tickets. The tickets I was trying to get. I think they were like maybe $180, so maybe like $2 something with the all the fees and stuff. And it was a good seat. So no, people was hyping it up before they even went on sale. I think some other website had some fraud tickets on sale, but they do have some exclusive tickets. That's like I think they premium. You ain't got to go in backstage and see her. You just go sit down, sing, go home.
I hear that. For sure. Well, shit, I appreciate you coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, thank you for having me.
For sure. I want to, anybody who I know got anything going on, I want to have them on and, you know what I'm saying, let you promote what you got going on, bring you more business or whatever.
Definitely.
So,
Thank you.
That's what the whole platform is for.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And I see you doing your thing, and I'm going to have to get you out here and refer you because it's time for you to blow up.
For sure. Appreciate that.
Get out here.
Yep. All right, so, another episode 14 of the Spin Cycle with DJ With Love on WDDS, the dirtiest station in the world, live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. We signing out.
All right. That's what's up. So this is live on
No, it ain't live.
YouTube. You gonna post it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's gonna air Wednesday at 8 o'clock. It's gonna be on YouTube and Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll send you the link when it come out. It come out exactly at 8 o'clock.
All right, let me know if I'm looking crusty on the scene. I like it in here.